Questions 1 through 5.
Listen to a conversation between a student and a librarian.
Hi, I'm here to return this book. It was due last Friday.
I see. Then you will have to be charged an overdue fee.
I'm aware of that. How much is the fine?
It's 20 cents per day. Uh-oh, hold on. Did you say last Friday?
Yeah, why?
I'm afraid you're mistaken. It was due 2 weeks before then.
Excuse me? I thought students were allowed to borrow books for 4 weeks.
General books, yes, but this book is a recently released bestseller. New books can only be borrowed for 2 weeks.
I didn't know that. You mean it's been overdue for 3 weeks? Why didn't anyone from the library call me?
Well, that is not the library's responsibility. It is up to the borrower to keep track of the due date. Didn't you check the slip at the back of the book?
No, I just assumed. I never thought to check it. Okay then, so it's been overdue for 3 weeks, 21 days, which makes my fine, $4.20, right?
Well, no. You have to count only the days that the library is open. We're open on Saturdays but not on Sundays, so you don't have to include Sundays. Your fine is $3.60.
Okay.
Well, be sure to check the due date carefully next time.
I see. By the way, I was just wondering, what happens if I lose a library book?
If you lose a book, you have 1 week after the due date to find it. After that, it is declared an unreturned book. Then you must pay a replacement charge.
How much is the charge?
Well, you have to pay for the cost of the unreturned book plus a processing fee of $10. If the book costs $21, then the replacement fee is $31.
What if I later find the lost book?
Then the book fee will be returned to you, but the processing fee cannot be refunded.
Makes sense. Are there any other penalties? Am I still allowed to check out books?
As long as you pay the charge. If you don't, you cannot check out or renew any more books until the matter is solved.
I see. Anyway, here's $3.60.
Thank you. Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you answer. 1. What are the speakers mainly talking about? 2. Which of the following is not mentioned in the conversation? 3. Why does the librarian mention the slip at the back of the book? 4. What is the student's opinion of library policies? 5. Listen again to part of the conversation, then answer the question. Did you say last Friday?
Yeah, why?
I'm afraid you're mistaken. It was due 2 weeks before then.
Excuse me? I thought students were allowed to borrow books for 4 weeks.
Why does the student say this?
Excuse me?
Questions 6 through 11.
Listen to a lecture in a marine biology class.
Now, let's take a closer look at a very special sea creature, the jellyfish. Okay, jellyfish have lived on Earth for millions of years and can be found in all the oceans of the world. Jellyfish are actually not fish. They are invertebrates, which means that they have no spine. Not only do they not have a spine, they have no bones at all. Jellyfish washed up on the shore may look like big blobs, but actually their features are not so simple. In fact, jellyfish come in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors, but most are semi-transparent or glassy and shaped like a bell or an inverted bowl. Underneath the bell are tentacles and 4 to 8 oral arms used to catch prey. It is easy to guess why jellyfish are often called Medusa, the female monster from Greek mythology with snakes for hair. Though jellyfish lack basic sensory organs, their nervous system, called a nerve net, makes them respond to light, odor, gravity, or other stimuli. They can tell light from dark and up from down by sensing the sunlight at the surface of the ocean. When jellyfish hunt their prey, usually microscopic animals, fish larvae and other jellyfish, they use touch receptors on their tentacles. These allow them to feel the vibration in the water when a prey is swimming by. At the end of their tentacles are poisonous stinging cells called nematocysts, which contain harpoons. When the jellyfish's tentacles touch prey, the stinging cells explode and the harpoons inject toxins to paralyze the victim. Now, do you know how jellyfish move around in the water? How can they swim? Some jellyfish use jet propulsion. They have what are called coronal muscles on the underside of their bells. These muscles push water out of the hollow bell, allowing the jellyfish to move. The movement is similar to an umbrella being opened and closed slowly and smoothly. Some other jellyfish attach themselves to other floating materials such as seaweed. In both cases, jellyfish basically drift along with the ocean's current.
Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you answer. 6. What is the main topic of the lecture? 7. Which of the following is not mentioned in the lecture? 8. Listen again to part of the lecture, then answer the question.
Most are semi-transparent or glassy and shaped like a bell or an inverted bowl. Underneath the bell are tentacles and 4 to 8 oral arms used to catch prey. It is easy to guess why jellyfish are often called Medusa, the female monster from Greek mythology with snakes for hair.
What does the teacher mean when he says this?
It is easy to guess why jellyfish are often called Medusa, the female monster from Greek mythology with snakes for hair.
9. Which of the following is not true about jellyfish's tentacles? 10. Why does the teacher mention an umbrella? 11. What can be inferred about how jellyfish move in the water?
12 through 17.
Listen to a lecture in a music class. Have you heard about the use of music in medical treatment? Okay, today I'd like to talk a bit about the effects of music. When you listen to music, you don't just listen with your ears. Not only your hearing sense, but your whole body subconsciously responds to the music. First, let's take a look at the mental effects of music. Music triggers various parts of the brain and makes you more attentive. Listening to music may also help you with your studies. Research has shown that music can be an effective memory aid. Secondly, your body reacts physically to music. Music can have influences on the immune system, blood pressure, and heart and respiratory rate. It also supports and encourages movement. Well, for instance, you will find it easier to run on a treadmill if you are listening to some fast-beat music. You will also find it easier to keep on running for a longer period of time. Thirdly, music causes an emotional response. Listening to some upbeat music when you are down can lift your spirits. Or listening to some peaceful music when you feel stressed out can help you relax. A process that explains this effect is called entrainment. Entrainment means that when two oscillating bodies are close together, they begin to move in harmony. In music, entrainment means that the listener's mood changes to match the mood of the music he or she is listening to. Because of these musical influences on people, music has been regarded as a healing tool for thousands of years. Ancient Greek philosophers believed that music helped cure illnesses of the body and soul. It first began to be recognized in therapy during World War II in the United States. Hospitals used music to help soldiers recover from the shock of war. Nowadays, music therapy refers to music or musical techniques being used by trained professionals to promote healing. Music therapists design individual or group sessions depending on the patient's needs. During the sessions, patients may be asked to listen to music, then think of images, talk about the lyrics, or make their own music. Then, what are the benefits of music therapy? First, music therapy can help people solve emotional problems. It also helps patients recover from an illness to overcome anxiety or depression. And, lastly, patients undergoing physical treatment say music therapy allows them to feel less pain. However, there is no evidence to prove that music helps heal the illness itself. Nevertheless, it is clear that music therapy can make the recovery process much more endurable. Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you answer. 12. What is the main topic of the lecture? 13. How does the teacher talk about the effects of music? 14. According to the lecture, what is a form of musical entrainment? 15. Why does the teacher mention World War II? 16. According to the lecture, what is true about music therapy? Choose two answers. 17. What is the teacher's attitude toward music therapy?